All right, it's almost time for the Detroit Lions to pay Kerby Joesph. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. It's a nice day in, the city, Metro Detroit. Getting nice like this, everybody's dying to come outside. I think Detroit is one of those great cities where they need 4 seasons. Because if people was able to be outside every day, I think we'd be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. Some people think the Lions shouldn't pay Kerby Joesph. Prioritize eventually paying Brian Branch. I know Jalen Petrie, like I said in the short, he got paid around $13.3 million for 3 years. At least that's what the annual average came out to. He's like, safety / linebacker, what they kind of call that, the star position. My thing is, I think Kerby might be around the $18 million mark. And what people don't understand is ways to finesse the cap. There's ways to, front load contracts. There's ways to turn money into signing bonus. I don't think you have a huge issue in paying safeties. 18 million is probably a good number for him. Branch will probably be around the same thing. The Lions really don't prioritize superstar linebackers. So that's another thing. And in the NFL, when it continues to be the most popular attraction in the United States amongst the major league sports or the major sports, honestly, I don't think the cap is just gonna keep going up and up and up. So yeah, you're gonna have some players gotta go, some players gonna stay. When you start talking about disposable players, running backs, tight ends, but when you got a safety like Kerby Joesph, who's able to take the ball away, cause fumbles and picks, you can't really put a price tag on that. He's a consistent turner. He's the consistent, interception machine, fumble machine. He's always around the football. Ever since he got into the starting lineup, he's done it. The only thing he can't do is play man-to-man coverage. That's one thing Brian Branch brings to the table. He can play nickel. He can cover guys one-on-ones, receivers one-on-one. He can tackle in the box. But he doesn't take the ball away at a high clip like Kerby Joesph. So in my opinion, I prioritize paying both. You got 4 more years to worry about Terrion. Meek Roberts is never going to be a super expensive corner. You got the brother who you brought in from the Jets, DJ Reed. You got him for 3 or 4 years. So you got Ennis Rackstraw already. So you got a lot of cushion there. There's nobody in your defensive line. Hutch is gonna get paid. Aleem got paid, so you should be straight. You should be able to keep those guys. So I'm not really concerned about it. You pay him and you don't look back. Whatever that number is, he worth it. He worth it. Somebody that's play football and get the ball like him, and people in the city love him. His attitude is infectious, and then at some point they're going to turn the keys over in the next probably 4 years to a quarterback. Believe it or not, they're probably going to end up getting a younger quarterback in the next few years. That could be the case. So the cap is going to keep going up. You're going to have some players that they can't keep. You got some players that they will keep. So we'll see what they prioritize, but you got somebody that take the ball away, you have to pay them. And then you have somebody eventually that's as unique as Brian Branch, you have to pay them. So yeah, you can go in the draft and try to find a replacement, but it's hard to find special players like that. They do so much. Kerby Joesph, he make plays over the middle tackling. He make plays in the box. He make plays all over the field. He make plays all over the field. He make plays all over the field. So, yeah, I'm finding a way to pay him. So, he's an important piece of what they do. Character-wise, infectious, and they're going to work out a deal. Petrie getting around 14. They probably get him around 18. You know, I believe that's a good number for him. So, but been fairly healthy for the team. You know, so him and Branch work good together. Good together. Could you like to see him play a lot more one-on-one coverage a lot better? Yeah, but that's not what he do. If he played better one-on-one coverage, he'd probably be a fucking corner. You know? So, as good as people talk about Kyle Hamilton is, you know, I think both safeties in the Lions is just as good, if not better. But they've gave Kerby Joesph a dirty narrative. And, you know, not one player, not one fine. I don't remember no fine for none of the hits. That's how they teach you to tackle. But somebody like Stafford creates a narrative and everybody run with it. Good play, but you dirty as hell. It's like, okay, I made a good play, but I'm dirty. I mean, that's a lot of hypocrisy in that statement. How do I make a good play and then I'm considered dirty? So I'm supposed to, you know, I'm supposed to let these dudes catch the ball and then no. Hey, look here. I would love to go up top and knock them out and hit them up top. Like, you know, we want to hit them up top and dislodge the ball. But I got to hit you down low because that's the rules. You know? I got to clip you at the legs because that's the rules. Unfortunately. So, that's life. But, you know, you find a way to pay him, in my opinion. In my opinion, find a way to pay him, man. Keep him and Branch together. Everything else will fall into place. You know, none of their linebackers are going to be super duper expensive. Rodrigo won't. Barnes wasn't super expensive. Anazoni wasn't super expensive. Jack Campbell might be one you got to watch for in the future, but they control him for, what, 3 more years? So, we'll see. Sometimes injuries play out. You know, some guys underperform. You know, some guys cause locker room issues. So, it's a lot of different things that can play out for 2-3 years, a year. You know, Lee McNeil got his money, then he got injured. I know he glad that he got his bread. I know he glad that he got his bread. You know? But yeah, you know, people, they shouldn't get him, man. I feel you on that. You looking at the positional value of it. But what I'm looking at is a guy, 2 unique players. That's the best, probably the best at their positions. You ain't gonna just go draft that. You just ain't gonna draft that. So, it's my opinion on it. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere. The link tree is right under Find Me Everywhere. Join the Patreon and other platforms. Check out my other platforms. Peace.